She was the getaway driver in a botched home burglary that left 3 teenagers dead. And tonight she's speaking out from jail about the day that will shape the rest of her life. While she could face the death penalty, the homeowner's son, who opened fire on the intruders, may also face charges. This case could put Oklahoma's so-called Make My Day law to the test. Here's ABC's Kana Whitworth.
Tonight, a stunning jailhouse interview with the getaway driver in that shocking Oklahoma home invasion that left 3 teenagers dead.
Never in a million years did you think it would turn out like this.
No, never.
21-year-old Elizabeth Rodriguez is facing potential felony murder charges in the deaths of 19-year-old Maxwell Cook, 17-year-old Jacob Redfern, and 16-year-old Jacob Woodruff.
We're all family. We just made bad choices. We made really bad choices.
Rodriguez says she planned the burglary with the teens who lived in her home.
Were you closer to one of them romantically?
Yeah, Max. Max was my boyfriend.
The foursome, she says, had a history of robbing homes.
Will you talk about sort of casing houses to decide which ones you guys might want to hit?
We all had our own licks. We had our own connects.
You and the 3 boys?
Yeah.
But on Monday, a hit on this house went tragically wrong.
I've just been broken into. 3 men, 2 have shot in my house.
This dramatic 911 call made right after a series of gunshots rang out.
Did you know that it was gunshots?
Yeah, because there was a lot. It was like, first there was 2, and then it was just pop, pop, and pop, 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 pop.
Are they bleeding?
Yes, I believe one's down, one's still talking. You need to get here now.
That's 23-year-old Zach Peters on the line, barricading himself inside his bedroom after firing on the intruders.
Okay, what did you shoot them with?
They were 15.
Okay.
I'm still armed in the southeast corner of my house.
What did he sound like on the phone?
He sounded very shocked, very scared.
Police say the 3 teens wearing black masks, armed with brass knuckles and a knife, had broken into the Peters family home while Zach was there.
They all had gloves on. They entered in through a back door, shattering the back door and making entry into the residence.
It's in the afternoon, broad daylight, so he's at home. He hears breaking glass. He grabs the family rifle.
Do you know where they both are, sir?
One's in the kitchen, one crawled into the northeast corner bedroom. And the 3rd one, I did not shoot. He ran outside.
Maxwell Cook and Jacob Redfern were killed inside the home, but Jacob Woodruff managed to stumble outside where Rodriguez was waiting in the car.
Jake came out. He slid across the hood and said, I got hit, and fell on the cement. I was like, come on, bro, you gotta get in. Come on, bro, you gotta get in. Where'd it go? Where'd you get hit? Where'd you get hit? And pulled up his shirt, and that's when I seen where he got shot. And blood. Try to help him. I tried to hold on to him and try to get him in the car. And he just told me to go.
But tonight, we're learning Rodriguez wasn't alone in the car.
Who else was in the car?
I won't say. I won't talk about it.
Okay.
But
someone else was in the car.
Meanwhile, inside the house.
Okay, sir, my deputy's on scene. I need you to go ahead and unarm yourself and put the gun away.
Okay, it'll be unloaded on my bed. I'll still be in my bedroom.
Okay, the gun's going to be unloaded on his bed.
Zach Peters in shock and worried about the intruders.
He repeatedly asked police, are they okay? Are they okay? Are they going to make it? Are they going to live? So clearly he was very distraught that he had shot someone, and apparently went into a state of shock when he discovered he had not only shot them, he had killed them, all 3 of them.
Peters was interviewed and released and has not yet been charged with any crime. Like most states, Oklahoma law allows homeowners to use deadly force in self-defense, nicknamed the Make My Day law.
Go ahead. Make my day.
That's the nickname for this law in Oklahoma, and it comes from the 1983 film with Clint Eastwood and Dirty Harry, who says, go ahead, make my day. It is sort of a stand your ground case, because the stand your ground cases that we typically are thinking of are when people protect themselves and stand their ground outside of their home. But the classic stand your ground case is the case when you are in your home and an intruder comes in. It's called the castle doctrine.
Does the stand your ground law apply here?
Well, we're going to take the facts when it's presented to us, and it's a complete investigation, and we're going to apply it to the stand your ground law. Once we know everything, we'll make a decision as to whether or not the shootings in this case were justified.
They knew they could be punished for it, but they did not deserve to die.
Jacob Redfern's grandfather says the boys paid a terrible price.
There's got to be a limit to that law. He shot all 3 of them. There was no need for that. The past is history, and you can't change history, but you can damn sure learn from it. And maybe some kids will learn from this.
Liz Rodriguez's friend, Ethan Ellison, claims he spoke to her right after the 3 boys were killed.
She wasn't crying because she didn't believe that they were dead yet, but then whenever I called her and told her as she was on her way to go turn herself in, I said they are confirmed deceased on the news. And then she started bawling and crying and stuff.
There are reports that Elizabeth Rodriguez, very quickly after the shooting, called a friend on the phone and detailed the whole scenario. Then the friend says, you better call police and turn yourself in. She does.
Rodriguez decided to turn herself in and was arrested for a type of crime known as felony murder, under which someone can be charged with murder if they take any part in a fatal crime.
If there is a murder that occurs during the commission of a felony, you are just as responsible for that murder as you are for the underlying felony. I understand people are very uncomfortable with that concept. The example that I always think about is if you have 4 people going into a bank to rob a bank, all of them may have guns, but one person pulls the trigger and shoots the security guard. Aren't they all equally as responsible?
For Rodriguez, a mother of 3, these charges could mean the death penalty.
In the state of Oklahoma, first-degree murder, first-degree felony murder, the punishment range is life, life without parole, or death. So she does have the possibility of being charged with a crime that would carry with it the possible punishment of the death penalty.
Do you fear you may never see your kids again?
Yeah, terrified of it.
Sounds like to me you're ready to accept whatever punishment the DA decides, but the only thing you really want is to be able to say goodbye to them.
Yeah, I mean, I know what we did was stupid and wrong. I don't take responsibility for their murders. I feel guilty, but I don't feel responsible. I'm expecting the worst, but hoping for the best.
For Nightline, I'm Kana Whitworth in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.